a strange one today, in that it's not a game review from like an archive or a game that's donkey's years old. What I'm going to look at today is Castlevania, Spectral Interlude, a recent release for the ZX Spectrum. Now, I've never played a Castlevania game, ever. That probably makes me one of only a few people on the planet that are able to say that. But I was curious about this one. It popped up on various Facebook feeds and on Twitter and things like that, and it's just sort of like looked really well made, really sort of like professional. It seemed to make excellent use of the Spectrum's capabilities, so I thought I'd give it a try. And just do a gameplay video about it, so you can sort of make up your own minds. And I'll put a link at the end of the video to where you can download it if you feel that you want to give it a try yourself. It's Castlevania started way back in the sort of 80s on the Nintendo Entertainment System, the NES, and it's appeared in various iterations on various formats over the years. They're too numerous to mention. If you look it up on Wikipedia, you'll find the various platforms it's made its way onto in various ways, shapes or forms. The closest I ever got was when I bought my first Super Nintendo way back in 1993. And I was in the shop deciding what to buy and what other games to buy, and I bought Super Tennis instead of Castlevania 4 because it didn't look like the kind of game I was that sort of interested me, and I got the Castlevania games are sort of held in high regard, etc. But that kind of sort of side-scrolling sort of smash 'em up, collect 'em up, sort of monster 'em up, or whatever you would call them, it never really sort of appealed to me. Anyhow, I thought I would give this a go just to see what it was like. As you can tell from all my recent videos, I've been doing established games, games from back in the sort of like the heyday of the Spectrum, etc. So I was curious to see how these new titles sort of stack up to what went before, and just watch the sort of gameplay so and make your own mind up. I think it's really good. Then I don't have any Castlevania sort of knowledge to sort of pit it up against, so for me on its own it stands up as a really good game. But be interested in hearing what you think of how it performs against other entries in the series. If you've got knowledge of any of them, then just let me know. Anyway, let's get on with it. Okay, here we are. We're in the game, and just going through the title scroll, etc. Now, the sharp-eyed amongst you will notice that the two screen grabs from the title screen that I included in the intro are in Russian. I didn't check. I just grabbed them off of Google very quickly. But hey ho, we're in the English version of the game. Just going through this opening scroll, which sort of sets the background to the game. Now, like I said in the intro, I'm aware that Castlevania is one of the more popular franchises that's been around well, since the 80s, and has appeared in a number of formats on a number of different machines over the years. But this is the first iteration of it I've ever experienced, and like I said, my curiosity was piqued by it popping up on various Facebook pages, Twitter, etc. And I was aware of the sort of homebrew scene on the Spectrum. but I've never played any of those games. I've never played a game that's been developed recently. Everything I've played, all the videos that I've made, have all been of games that are, you know, from the time. So I was interested about this one, and I decided to check it out. And if there's one thing to be said, it's you know, it really has had a lot of time and effort lavished on it. It's beautifully produced. The music, the graphics, the title screens, everything is very, very, very easy on the eye and nice to look at, and really is a testament to the fact that, you know, the machine's 33 years old. Although I believe this game only works on the 128 Spectrum, the fact that people still want to make games for it. Not only do they still want to make games for it, but the quality of the games, if the rest of them are anything as well made as this, then I'll be checking more of them out, and you can just see for yourself the professionalism that's gone into the design and execution of this game. There's all this blurb about X, Y and Z, and setting the scene for the actual story that we're going on, and there's, as you can see, as our first baddie, sort of Ghost and Goblins like graveyard style sort of scene where you have to whip these skeletons and they drop coins that you collect. Now, one of the things I noticed was the fact that the keyboard, the key presses are really responsive. There's no sort of lag or anything like that, which in a game which I presume could get quite frenetic at times is really welcome. You need that. It could be frustrating if you were jabbing away at a button trying to get your character to do something and it took a millisecond before they did it. Anyway, as you just saw there, I am the world's worst game player, and the entirety of this sort of gameplay video will show that I don't actually get very far in this game at all. But then, in my defence, I only downloaded it a couple of hours ago, so I'm going to use that as an excuse for being totally shit at it. Scrolling is really nice. It's not jerky or sort of flickery or anything like that. And as you can see, they've handled the Spectrum's colour problems, or well, yeah, problems, really quite well. It looks as good as most things that were released at the time, most similar titles back in the 80s, 90s. Sounds brilliant. The music on it's fantastic. Really sort of like thumping, brooding tunes. Well composed. I don't know anything about composing the music, but they sound good, put it that way. And yeah, this is Castlevania for the Spectrum. I'd be, like I said, very interested to hear from any Castlevania fans who have knowledge of the series from its beginnings all the way up to this game, and seeing how they think it fares. Is it faithful? Is it not? Is it what you would expect of a Spectrum-based title for the franchise? What's missing from other versions that isn't in this one? I don't know. I can't answer those questions. That's why I'd be interested to hear. Anyway, I'm going to stop rabbiting because I have a tendency to just go on and on and on and on and on and repeating myself. So I'm just going to let this video of me playing yet another game really badly play out, and you can hopefully see the points I made about the quality of the design and production and the sort of care that's been pushed onto this product. It really is amazing, really. Okay, until the end of the video and the outro, I'll see you in a bit.
So that was Castlevania Spectral Interlude on the ZX Spectrum. Just a short gameplay video to show you A, how good that game really is, and B, how crap I am at playing it. B, I evidenced quite well, I think. A, you know, you'll have to play for it yourselves a bit more if you want to see exactly how good the game is. I'm going to keep cracking on it over the next few days, etc., just to see how far I can get, because I'm interested in to see if the quality of it is maintained all the way through. I've had a look at various YouTube videos of it, and I'm satisfied that it is, but I'd like to see it for myself. But my chances of ever getting that far in the game are pretty slim. However, if you want to try and play it yourself, obviously you'll need a Spectrum emulator, which you can download. Spectaculator, ZX Spin, Fuse, some other ones, and I'll post a link to where you can actually download the game from. It doesn't cost anything. It's a fantastic game. But thanks for watching. Hope that's piqued your interest as much as it has mine. I'm quite interested now to see a little bit more about the Castlevania games, to see if I've missed anything, basically. Like I say, it always passed me by back in the day, and recent incarnations of it. Next gameplay video will follow shortly. I know there's been a couple of weeks between this one and the last one. Please follow me on Twitter if you want, at the address shown. And until next time, happy gaming. Hope you like the videos. Please again comment, subscribe if you will. Let me know if there's anything I can do to improve things, any games that you would like to see, and I'll try and incorporate them. Thank you very much. Bye.